What's going on with the people? You understand me? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? You feel me? It's your boy MT Tracks in No Cap, California. Now, I'm not wasting no time. Who was the king in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 36? Also, Christ's head was white. This is all I'm hearing, so we gotta address this, you understand me, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, you feel me? Because it's like people's like, oh, well, it's slavery, transatlantic slave trade, transatlantic, well, who's the king? Who's the king? Who's the king? Who's the king? And it's like, bruh, and also Christ's head was white, so it's like, okay, well, the stance is, well, okay, you want to get all symbolic with the stars and the sword out the mouth and oh, but the feet, you want to be physical with that, see what I'm saying? Oh, but the head is symbolic, right? So you want to get, if how you gonna be symbolic with the feet? I mean, be physical with the feet, but symbolic. If the head is symbolic, the feet is symbolic. If Christ can't be no African, see, he can't be no African American. You feel what I'm saying? So now we're gonna dive in with without further ado, right? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 36. Okay, and it reads, "The Lord shall bring thee and thy king." I'm gonna read that again. "The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone." Who is this king in Deuteronomy 28 and 36? It's in the Apocrypha. It's really before the Apocrypha, you understand me? But we gonna get it out the Apocrypha, okay? So now this is the book of 2nd Esdras. Get that thing right now. But I don't waste time. I'm not finna drag it out. I'm just gonna be quick to the point. Bang, bang, bang. You understand me? It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 40. Okay. "These are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of O.C. the king." I'm gonna read that again. "In the time of O.C. the king, whom Salmanazar the king of Assyria led away captive." Done, dada. That was the king in Deuteronomy 28 and 36. Now, it's never cool. Got it. Okay, I understand. So if someone wants to hold to this stance of, well, I know it's speaking about the lost 10 tribes, but it said that they would be taken away captive in the time of O.C. the king. That doesn't mean that O.C. the king, O.Z. or Hosea is the same. It doesn't mean that he was taken captive. It just giving, when it says in the time of O.C. the king, it's just giving you the time frame that the 10 lost tribes were taken away captive. So yeah, you can't use that. Cool. If you hold that stance, I got something for you, right? A direct precept. Now, this is not a precept trying to be fit, I'm trying to fit in. This is direct. You don't get no better precept than this. Okay, so this is the book of 2nd Kings, right? Chapter 17. Okay. And verse 1. Okay. And it reads, In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hosea, son of Eli, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. Okay, so this is talking about the last king of the northern kingdom of Israel. All right. Now this is after the Rehoboam and Jeroboam and his kingdom split, right? So it's when it says Israel, it's not talking about the 12 tribes. It's talking about the northern kingdom in this context. Verse 2, "And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord, but not as the kings of Israel that were before him." Right. So there was 8 kings that were righteous in the Bible. Hosea was not one of them. Okay, so now here's the banger, okay, for the naysayers. Verse 3. Okay, my bad, I need that light though. Verse 3. "Against him came up Salmanazar, king of Assyria." This is a direct precept to prove what I'm saying. Verse 3 again. "Against him," the him is Hosea, "came up Salmanazar, king of Assyria, and Hosea became his servant." No more discussion. All right, straight up. Now, some of these scriptures in the Bible are not just one fold. They can be twofold, threefold. You feel me? For example, that was in the Assyrian captivity. You understand me? So down the line in the Babylonian captivity, you have like what happened to Zedekiah. That could be counted also. You see what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Now, Christ's head was white. Let's get that. All right. Straight to the point. Not wasting no time. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. I'm going to stop right there. It says his head and his hairs, right, was white like wool. So now people want to, like I said before, they want to hold you to, that can't be symbolic versus the physical. So now I'm just going to show you in the Bible why it says Christ's head was white. Simple as that, okay? It's the book of Exodus, right? I'm not going to Exodus 4. I know y'all think I'm going there. I'm not doing that. Okay, shout out to Shatar for this because he brought this up in a little discussion we had that wasn't even on this topic. And I'm like, bro, that is in my drill right there. So shout out to Shatar. Okay, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 34. Okay, we're getting Moses. But when Moses went in before the Lord to speak with him, he took the veil off. Okay, so Moses was walking around with a veil on, but when he went in to speak to the Most High, he took the veil off. Okay, until he came out. He came out and spake unto the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses' face shone. Moses' face was shining like lightning. It was shining hard out from him being in the countenance of the Most High God, right? Now, we have Revelation. Christ's head was white. We have Moses. Christ's head was white. His face is white. Now I'm going to get you Matthew, okay? This is the book of Matthew, chapter, we right there. You see that flip? Yeah, that one flip is through the spirit. You know what I mean? It's the book of Matthew, chapter 17 and verse 1. And after 6 days, Jesus taketh Peter, James, and John, his brother, and bringeth them up into a high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them, and his face, talking about Christ, and his face did shine as the sun. You see that, bro? So Christ's face shines like the sun. This is why his head is white. You see what I'm saying? Now, one last bar, right? I'm going to go to the book of Daniel, right? It's the book of Daniel, chapter 10 and verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. So this is the same vision that John of Patmos got in Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14 and 15. Bruh, Daniel is getting the same vision in Daniel 10 and 5. Verse 6. His body was also like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning. Christ's face was as the appearance of lightning. Done data, right? So I just wanted to be real simple, sharp, and to the point. No dragging on for hours and hours. Just to the point. That you seen I gave you who the king was in Deuteronomy 28 and 36, amongst other prophecies that come along with that. You feel me? Because our prophecies done, all these Christians think our prophecies just happen in the same time on the same day or something like that. Like, the transatlantic slave trade, the time you got, and the king, there's no king there, but it's a span of years, man. It could be 70 years. It can be hundreds of years. Some of these prophecies are thousands of years. Some of these prophecies have not even occurred yet that was prophesied in the Old Testament. You feel me? Come on, man. That is so like, you feel me? So again, this is MT Tracks, a no cap camp of California. I'm out, you dig?